$240,000 a year, technically, you could be making by sitting around for 20 minutes outside of the actual vetting process to go make $250,000 a year.
Yeah.
That's it, man. Let's wrap the podcast up. That's that easy.
I mean, that's wild. So how many letters initially to get an appointment to get a sale, approximately, if you had to guess?
It would be a guess because I didn't do a good job tracking it. But I would say I would do a batch of, I would try to do 10 a day. That's how I would roll, because I knew the amount of time it would take me to do it. I couldn't sit and do 300 of them at a time. And I know you have done that in the past, and it's time consuming.
It's exhausting. My hand was just numb.
So I just tried to do, keep it simple and do 10 a day. And I figured at the end of a week, I'd have, 50 to 70 letters if I did it every single day. And at the end of the month, I'd have almost 300. So I would basically get probably a deal each month when I was doing that.
So 1 out of every 300.
Yeah.
But that's awesome, though, because if you think about that, in a month, you were able to get a deal. And how long did 10 letters take you?
Probably between looking it up and, because there's that too. Mm-hmm. Like I would find a property on the list, and then I would pull it up on the assessor site, look at it. Is this in a street that I like? I would vet the list. So like excluding the vetting part, it would probably take me, 20 minutes.
Okay, so 20 minutes. So what is that? That's 10 hours a month or so?
Yeah.
And what would your average deal make you when you were flipping it?
$20,000.
$20,000. So $240,000 a year, technically, you could be making by sitting around for 20 minutes outside of the actual vetting process to go make $250,000 a year.
Yeah.
That's it, man. Let's wrap the podcast up. That's that easy.
I mean, that's wild.
It's just that easy, folks.
10 hours of work. I mean, but it's the consistency of doing it. You're actually swinging. You're throwing the pitch. You're actually there doing it. And most people don't do it because they want to send out 10,000 letters to every single person.
And then they say it didn't work.
And it didn't work. Yep. But you didn't do it every day. So that's awesome. How many seller appointments would you approximately go on of those 300, if you had to guess?
Yeah, I'd probably get about, I'm just ballparking it here. I'd probably go on 5, 6, 7, 8 appointments before I'd get a deal. I'd make offers. I would always make offers.
Okay.
Apologetic offers a lot of times.
And
because
those are driving everything, so that's 2 hours, right?
Yeah.
So that's 16 hours. Now you're at 26 hours that month.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does add up, especially if you have a full-time job. But it's manageable, right? I mean, we're not talking about huge blocks of time. If you do it in bite-sized pieces, you can make some traction.
26 hours, there's still some more, right? The bank, signing off on the debt, depositing the fat check.
Call it 40 hours a month.
Right.
That's $500 an hour. My guess is you weren't making $500 an hour at your W2 job.
No.
Decent guess.
Yeah, probably near the end, I would say, just for reference here, I was probably making between $120,000 and $130,000 plus benefits and all that before I left my W2 job. So that's what my salary was up to by the time I left.
Plus taxation.
Plus taxes. Yeah, gross. Yeah, for sure, gross.
So you're bringing home 85, 95 or so.
Yeah, probably, if that. By the time you factor, 401k and all that, I know that's an asset, but yeah.